welcome to Between Two Jordans, an in-depth conversation between two intellectual titans, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson and Will Jordan, better known as the Critical Drinker and his very famous Not Jack Ryan books. Today we'll be discussing the cinematic touchstone, Starship Troopers.
Yes, I'd like to say that we're going to get a lot wrong in this conversation. Don't take anything I say as gospel, because what the hell have I know?
You know, a lot of people say the Starship Troopers is a movie about things. Clearly, it's a movie about bugs.
Yes, it's true. It's about bugs, and the thing is that plants and bugs, the last thing our tyrannical idiots need to do, our panicked virtue-signaling government should be doing is directing their demented attention toward regulating what people serve at their tables. But it's plants and bugs for you and your children, peasants.
Walk!
One thing that's very interesting is that this movie shows a shared unisex restroom shower scene. What do you two think of that?
Well, I'm glad that we are talking about this, because to me, I believe this scene holds the sort of central thematic theme of the movie. For you see, for far too long in movies, men like me, totally straight guys, have been bombarded with imagery of female nudity. And with this groundbreaking moment, the director is equalizing female and male nudity so that we can all understand that dongs are awesome and no homo.
Yeah, well, you see that this is clearly somewhat of a optimal future for us, because while it does appear that the men and the women are getting along, but at the same time, the women seem to share some kind of equality with the men. And, politically correct HR departments assault the archetype of the transcendent architecture of meaning based on their bloody intolerance for reason itself. So don't forget to wash your penis.
Well, what do you two think of the clear fascist imagery that this movie invokes?
Communist. It's communism.
No, see, that would imply that this movie is woke. I do not believe this movie is woke, but not only was this movie made before 2016, when the invention of woke happened, but also, clearly, they did not cast for diversity. They casted the greatest talent they had at their time, with Casper Van Dien, Denise Richards, and Jake Busey on screen.
The modern acolytes of Karl Marx want to annihilate Heidegger's valorization of pure being due to their bad faith. Or maybe they just should go clean their rooms.
What do you guys think of the diversity present in this movie?
There's no such thing as diversity. There is only the message, and the message did not come to be until 2016's Ghostbusters.
The thing that I really enjoyed about this film is the underlying theme of Christ. And social justice types find problematic the embodiment of Christ because of their love for Foucault's sexual perversions. Or maybe they'll come for you next.
What did you think of how equal this movie was, though? It's like, I mean, we have lots of women with guns in this movie. What did you two think of that?
Well, see, if you ask me, I like seeing women with guns because it makes women, because there's nothing more attractive than women being as masculine as humanly possible.
It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in the category that some would call incel. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them.
I believe it's one of the greatest movies of all time because it is the most accurate portrayal of military life. I would know, as I write military fiction.
There is this idea that the hierarchical structure are a sociological construct of the Western patriarchy. And that is so untrue, it's almost unbelievable. And to use a lobster as an example, before we devolved from lobsters in evolutionary history about 350 million years ago, and lobsters exist in hierarchies and have a nervous system attuned to their hierarchies, a nervous system that is very similar to ours. And it's part of our attempt to demonstrate the idea that the hierarchy has absolutely nothing to do with socio-cultural construction.
It's a good movie.
Yes.
Well, that was a very in-depth analysis. Thank you very much.
Up yours, woke moralists!
Oh, we knew!